Good morning, YouTube. I had a request to show how I ship my cards from a viewer. Shout out to Green Saber. I know I've got one viewer out there who has liked all of my videos and nobody else has liked my videos. I don't know if that's you, but if it is you, shout out to you, Green Saber. Thanks for the support. But in any case, I am going to go over. So I didn't invent this shipping method. I saw another YouTube video how to do it, and basically thought it was a good way to go about shipping stuff quick and easy, and basically stole exactly what that guy was doing. So basically, he went on YouTube, on Amazon, bought these invitation labels. They come in 100 packs for about 10 bucks or 8 bucks or so. They're about 8 cents per label. I'm sorry, for per envelope on these guys. I ordered a thermal printer that can print 4 by 6 labels. That's in the other room. My wife actually does the shipping for me, so I've got that in the other room. And I got that on Amazon. There was a sale on one for like 30 bucks a couple of weeks ago, but it doesn't have it's a USB printer, whereas most of the thermal printers you're paying like 70 bucks for the off-brand ones or 150 bucks for the name brand ones. But you do get wireless. I thought about it and considered and figured out, you know what, for what I'm doing, I'd like to save the 40 bucks to not have the wireless, but I could see definitely see the appeal for having the wireless option because then I could just print things from my desk into the other room instead of, whenever my wife's not available, but in the meantime, I just have to use her computer to print stuff. So it works out. And in any case, I'm doing these 4 by 6 labels. So I print the packing slip. This is literally just the packing slip that TCG Player provides, printed to fit on a 4 by 6 label. I got these on Amazon as well. They're usually about 2 cents a piece. You can get them look like about 20 bucks for a 1,000 count roll. But I found one. Somebody was selling a 3,000 count of those for like $27 or something. I figured for another 7 bucks I would get a billion of them, and so I ended up paying about a penny a piece for these instead of about two to 3 cents a piece for them. But I have more than I could possibly use anytime soon. It'll take me hopefully a little while to go through those. And then so I just print one of those out, fold it up, put it in the envelope with the cards. So yeah, so here's my orders for today. Just got three little $1 or single card orders. Most of my orders have been like 4 cards a piece. Quite often people are buying play sets. These are obviously EDH players, and each of them are just 1 card a piece. Um, yeah, so I've got that going out today, and then I use stamps.com. Currently, I'm not sure I'm going to stick with stamps.com. I'm on a 1 month free trial, but otherwise it's $20 a month for stamps.com. I'm not sure I'm into paying $20 a month. I need to find out if there's any other options out there that I'll be happier with, or at least that I would be okay with, that doesn't cost $20 a month. Um, but in any case, for now, it's working great. This is a method I got again from another YouTube viewer, or I'm sorry, YouTube channel where he prints out the stamps directly onto these 4 by 6 labels. I'm not sure exactly how he was doing it. This took me forever to figure out, because basically they offer an envelope to where you can just print the envelope. But that's not going to be a 4 by 6 label. That's like a 10-inch wide and like 3-inch tall or something. I don't remember the measurements on that. Um, in order to print those out. And what I ended up doing, these are A4 labels, and I ended up they have an option to print out A2 labels. They don't have the A4 label on there as an option, but the A2 label they have as an option to print. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm printing an A2 label onto a 4 by 6. This isn't the same size, so you can see the dimensions on this I think are a little shorter on an A2 label, so it'd probably be that big or so. But it does the job just fine. I print that out, and so basically I'll slip the card in to the envelope with the package label, and then tape it down. You just got this nice tape. Pull the tape off, fold it down, take this guy here, and I'm using the suggestion that the other YouTuber did, was which is to offset it just a little bit and then fold this over. And by folding that over, then when it runs through the machines, it'll make sure it doesn't pull the label off. Now I can't imagine it actually do that. More than likely you'd be just fine just slapping that right on top of there, and you'd never have any issues. But I thought it was not a bad idea, so I copied it, and I'm doing the exact same thing where I print it on there, fold the end over, and tape it down that way. And that way, when it runs through the machines, it should never have any issues with pulling the label off. But in any case, that's how I'm shipping my packages. Um, Occasionally, you get ones that are that you need to do tracking on. Um, and those ones I'm actually shipping in the exact same way, but the only way you can get tracking is if you use a package, if you ship it as a package. And theoretically, you could put it in a bubble mailer. I've got a handful of those. If I get a big or expensive order, I've got a few of those on hand and ready to go. But almost everything I've been shipping has been like, you know, 5 or 8 cards. I think I've only had two that were in the $100 range. They're 120 bucks a piece with, 6 or 7 cards in them. And I don't think it's necessary or worthwhile to do a bubble mailer on those. Like if we're talking about a few $100s, I certainly would upgrade that to a bubble mailer. But at this point, I'm like, nope, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing I've got here. Use these guys here that gives it a little bit of protection. They're little bit thicker than a normal envelope, nothing too serious. I'm actually cheaping out on most of my orders because, like, whenever you're talking a single card in there, I can't imagine that things are going to get folded. But theoretically, you could put a top loader in there, or there's also you can order cardboard top loader type of things. They like, I looked into those and they were, I don't know, 18, 20 cents a piece. I didn't think that was worthwhile. I'd probably stick with the top loaders. I've got probably a couple hundred of those just floating around from the boxes of stuff and the collections I've purchased over the years. Usually came with a couple top loaders here and there. I've never gotten top loaders myself. Not something I would have any use for other than when you're buying cards. And since I don't almost ever buy singles, I've not accumulated them from my own things, but almost all of them look like they are ones that are covered with tape that probably the people I'm buying the collections from would have ordered singles, gotten top loaders from that. So I've got a few top loaders if the occasion arises where I feel like something warrants a top loader. But yeah, you usually see people doing team bags, top loaders, depending on how many cards. I'm not shipping large orders right now. Almost everything I've got, I don't have bulk inventory on there yet, so almost all my orders are for like 6 or less cards. Yeah, which doesn't really need or warrant a team bag and a top loader and all that stuff. It's just a few bucks a piece on these cards or whatever. So if something gets damaged in shipping, I'll just accept the loss and let the end user refund it or request a refund or whatever and accept the loss on that. But I can't imagine that's ever going to be an issue. UPS is USPS is usually pretty good about stuff, and they're just running. They're not going to be bending these envelopes. They don't have any reason to do that. So that's how I'm shipping stuff. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you're go ahead and like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing, and I will catch you in the next video.